Your financial needs aren't independent of each other, so your financial advisors shouldn't be either. At Mercantile Bank, our experienced United Wealth professionals are united to serve you and your complete financial planning and wealth management needs. Are you just starting your investment journey or need to roll over a retirement plan? Do you need to plan for a loved one with special needs or for your own life after work? Maybe your business needs a succession plan or you want to enhance your employee benefit programs. Whatever steps you need to take, our United Wealth experts are ready to take them with you. Together, we are united.
Hi, this is Ron Kinscherf. Welcome to the Business Spotlight, brought to you by Mercantile Bank. This week, we're talking to Clint Frese with BioAg Management. How long has this organization been together, Clint?
Well, thanks for having me, Ron.
No problem.
Our business started in 2016, and we started producing our own biological product. And a biological product really is designed to increase soil health, increase functionality, and kind of create some efficiencies for the plant.
But whose idea was this? I mean, it's not something obviously I don't know what you guys do very well. I'll know more in about 10 minutes, but How did this come about, though? Who had the kernel of the idea?
Me and my business partner, we've worked together since the early 2000s.
Okay.
And we started figuring out, X amount of fertility didn't equal X amount of bushels, and realized there was a lot more going on. So kind of got introduced through a mutual friend on the biology side, and we started making our own type thing.
So what's your background, though? Do you have a degree in biology? Or
No. In 2013, when we kind of started playing with biology, I didn't even know what a microbe was.
Okay.
So it's been a long journey.
Okay. So but your family, everybody, you've always been in the agricultural field?
Correct. My great-grandfather, grandfather, dad, we've farmed for a long time.
Do you still farm?
Yeah, still farm.
Still farm, so you get to use your own product. You get to eat your own dog food, basically.
That's right. Well, our farm is basically turned into a research farm.
Oh, has it really?
Yeah.
Okay. So if something doesn't grow, it's your fault.
It's my fault.
All right. So I got on your website, and you are a soil microbial health company. Yep. You got to help tell me what that is.
Yeah. So within soil biology or plant biology, there's four main functional groups. Biology controls plant hormones, which affects growth. It also affects, biology has the ability to fight off pathogens on its own. So our farming practices over the last several decades with intense tillage, use of fungicides, insecticides, all practices that work, they've degraded our soil just a little bit. And where we kind of come in is rebalancing those soils.
Okay, so I'm a farmer. Yep. I give you guys a call, say, what's the first thing you would do? Do you just do some testing then?
Yeah, we the new thing we're really on now is, with fertility, nutrient management with crops, it's all a soil test. And then we make fertility recommendations off of that. That's how it's been done for 40, 50 years. What we're doing now is pulling a biological test, looking at your weaknesses and your strengths, and then we can format a product to go that way.
Is that in the soil, the weaknesses and strengths?
Yes.
Okay, so if I got like 40 acres or thousands of acres, is the soil the same throughout the entire operation, or how do you?
No, but it can be generalized in the classification. Okay. So your really good soil to your highly eroded soil, we can kind of pull different classes and get a general idea of the weakness.
Okay, and but there's many different things you can do to that soil, though, correct? I looked at you have a bunch of different products. So so you match your products, and what type of things are you doing or adding to that soil?
So we'll add our BioAg. It's a product we produce.
What was it again? BioAg.
Aggie.
Okay.
It's a biological extract, but it hits on all the functionality groups. So we try to do a shotgun approach, but we can really affect and break the disease cycle in the soil. We can add efficiency to a grower's current nutrient program. So a lot of what we do is come in, and we don't want a grower to spend more money. We will redo their fertility recs, pull them back a little bit, add in the biology as an efficiency thing, but also to work towards long-term goals of soil resilience, that soils take care of themselves.
One thing that's on well, first of all, how cutting edge is this?
It's pretty new, especially in the Corn Belt here, but our business has really grown. We're from Texas all the way to Wisconsin, Minnesota. We do a lot of work in California and Idaho.
You guys do?
Yes.
Okay.
So we got a local presence where we manufacture fertilizers, help growers with in-season fertility, the biologicals, but in the nut, fruit, and vegetable industry, biologicals have been used for 20 years.
Really? Yeah. So it does vary by crop. So if I want to grow corn this year.
Yep.
Is there certain things you do for corn versus beans and nuts and stuff like that, or is it soil?
A soil is soil. So the basic soil functionality of biology, it's pretty widespread, whether you're in a different country or across the U.S. It's
Okay.
very similar.
Okay. Does soil get tired or fatigued? I mean, if you use it often, does it need more things than it would if you hadn't used it?
Absolutely.
Does that make sense? The question? Okay.
And it's really more the intensive the agriculture is. So you take like, we work with a lot of potato growers in Indiana and northern Illinois, Wisconsin. It's a very intense process. It takes a lot of nutrition, a lot of tillage for potatoes. So we look at those where we implement our biological products into those programs. We do really, really well because of the intensity it takes to grow that crop.
Really? So each crop grows in a different way.
Correct.
And does that affect how you treat that soil based on whether it's potatoes versus corn?
Yeah, it is, and also how rich the soil is to begin with. So if you have a really rich nutrient soil, we can pull back fertility and start to focus on other things with the biology to create the efficiency. So it's a really, we kind of always under promise, try to over deliver is our kind of our goal.
So can that farmer see results after you've been there, like right away, like from the previous years, or does this take a while to have an effect?
Absolutely. Immediately when we apply, especially we try to apply right when the crop starts to grow.
By applying, you do injections?
Yeah, we'll do injections. So we'll either do a foliar app with a sprayer, or a lot of the plantering equipment has a liquid system that applies the product as the farmer plants the seed.
Did you say fully wrap?
Foliar program.
Okay, sorry.
Foliar application.
Application.
Yes,
okay, thank you.
Yep. So what we basically try to do is as that plant starts to take off, we want to have that interaction between the microbes and the root system immediately. And the one thing we see right out of the gate, we'll have a 25% increase in plant nutrition across all 16 nutrients. So we really create nutrient efficiencies. That's something we see right out the gate. Long term, what we look for is we want to break disease cycles. So beneficial biology has the ability to attack pathogens and control them in the soil, so our diseases that our plants get affected with, but that takes a 2-3 year time frame of building up the beneficials to outcompete the pathogens.
So again, you come see me, I need your help, you do the injections and applications at about the same time you do the seeding, right?
Yep.
Then do you come back and do testing like a month later to see where I'm at? Is it a long-term contract type relationship?
Absolutely. Like where, I see a lot of growers, but still do a lot of the same thing they've done the last 20 years in growing crops, but there's a whole new wave of mentality that's kind of focused on this sustainability, regenerative type movement, and that's where we really do our work. So we'll come in and we'll do testing of the plant then. I'm a big believer in letting the plant and the soil tell the story and not myself. So we'll pull different tissue tests of the plant, the soil, and then we'll come in and create custom fertility mixes in the season.
So where do you do all that? Do you have a lab at your house, or?
Yeah, we have a small lab that my business partner runs there outside of Augusta, Illinois, and that's where we do all our manufacturing. So from the biological side, we create efficiencies there, but the other form of efficiencies we really work on is letting the plant tell the story nutritionally through these plant tests that we do. So then from there, we make all sorts of fertility products. So for side dress or in-season applications of nutrition, we can custom make any kind of combination of nutrients based off what the plant says it needs.
So do you continually apply stuff during the course of the season?
Absolutely.
Okay, so this is a long-term relationship you have with Ron Kinscherf, the farmer, then.
Yes.
So, and then is it a renewable on an annual basis then, or?
Yeah, we have had a good track record of, keeping our customers, and we like to really build that relationship. But our goal is to take a grower's current fertility program that they've always done, tweak it a little bit. Maybe we hold back what we apply in the fall, apply a little more in season. We kind of really let the plant tell the story, and what the plant really tells us is we can't feed it 9 months ahead of time. So we're big on trying to do a little bit of our nutrient applications in season while the plant's growing.
So when did you guys start this?
We started this business 2016.
So it sounds like you've grown incredibly since 2016.
Yeah,
you've grown in California and places like that from Augusta.
Yeah, and it's really the people. We've been blessed to meet some great people. We have about 11 dealerships now across the Corn Belt. One in Idaho, we work with a grower, a big co-op out there. So do a lot of direct sales all over. We're in about 15 states now as far as working with growers and different cooperatives.
Okay, so you sell direct. But then do you have distributors then? Is that what you're saying? Okay, so you form a relationship with somebody out and about, and they represent you and go out. Do they do the testing then, or do you guys have to come out?
Yeah, and it just depends on the dealership. But a lot of these dealers they're in the fertility business, in the seed business already, and they've added this on to bring more value to their customer.
So when you first got started, how many guys did you have? Just the 3 or 4 of you?
Yeah, just me and my brother and my business partner.
Okay, and then how'd you get the word out? Was it just you've got your own test little farm there?
You know, we had good results right out of the gate, and it kind of grew locally from there. And then this guy tells that one, you know how it goes. It just kind of cascaded from there.
And did you piggyback on top of the seed companies then? Was there any of that?
Not too much. We're kind of our mold's a little different from the standard program. So, but we have dealers that we work with that have a seed business.
Okay. Is there any competition for what you guys do?
Yeah, right now in the biological biostimulant space, there's 1,900 companies in the U.S.
Oh, Lord, really?
So I explain it that it's kind of chaotic. There's a lot of false claims. There's a lot of people out to make money quickly. And, our goal as a company is to bring transparency to this whole new industry.
So how do you differentiate yourself?
So our big thing is the industry is, from a biological perspective, is going with single species, or maybe just 4 or 5 species. Our species go way over 1,000. So we're trying to, for a reasonable cost to the grower, affect lots of different things within the plant and the soil, not just one problem. So
the stuff that you're developing in the lab, is it all natural?
All natural.
Okay, so what you're putting in the ground is good for the that's a stupid question. Is good for the ground. You're not injecting anything that shouldn't be there to help.
No, they're all.
Does that make sense? The question.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
They're all indigenous to the soil, and I think what the big thing is, think of it like from a human perspective. Think of it as a prebiotic or probiotic.
Okay, so it's very similar to that.
Very similar.
Thanks for coming in.
Yeah,
it's a untold story about you guys. So I appreciate telling everybody what's going on.
Yeah, appreciate you.
All right, that's Clint Frese with BioAg Management. This has been the Business Spotlight. I'm Ron Kinscherf. This has been brought to you by Mercantile Bank.
Your financial needs aren't independent of each other, so your financial advisors shouldn't be either. At Mercantile Bank, our experienced United Wealth professionals are united to serve you and your complete financial planning and wealth management needs. Are you just starting your investment journey or need to roll over a retirement plan? Do you need to plan for a loved one with special needs or for your own life after work? Maybe your business needs a succession plan or you want to enhance your employee benefit programs. Whatever steps you need to take, our United Wealth experts are ready to take them with you. Together, we are united.
Muddy River News. Our home, our news.